Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best budget Wi-Fi routers.
Starting at number 5.
ASUS RTB96U. If you're an early adopter itching to try Wi-Fi 7, then the ASUS RTB96U is calling out to you. This enormous, tri-band router is bristling with 8 large antennas and is not easy to mount, so you will need a suitable space for it. Seriously, this router is massive, but performance-wise, this is as good as it gets right now. Testing on the 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz bands, only one other router has performed better, and it was the GTB98 Pro Below, also from ASUS. The RTB96U offers expansive coverage, easily blanketing my home and garden with stable, speedy Wi-Fi. Whether downloading or moving large files, gaming, or streaming, the RTB96U is fast and reliable. It also has two 10 gigabits per second ports, one WAN/LAN and a LAN, for gigabit LANs, one USB 3.2, and a USB 2.0 port. Being super picky, it might have been nice if those gigabit ports were 2.5 gigabits per second, as TP-Link offers in the B800. I love that ASUS continues to avoid the subscription model, offering AI protection security, VPN functionality, and robust parental controls as part of the purchase price, free for the lifetime of the router. You also get an in-depth set of networking features you can dig into, and there is support for AI mesh, enabling you to link this with other ASUS routers to create a mesh. You don't even have to create an account to use this router, which is a rarity nowadays. The firmware on ASUS routers can sometimes be ropey at release, but I've been using the RTB96U for a couple of weeks without so much as a hiccup. The caveat? You do need devices that support Wi-Fi 7 and a multi-gig connection to put this router through its paces. Most folks do not have to spend this much to get great Wi-Fi, but if you want a router to last you the next few years, this is an excellent choice.
Coming at number 4.
ASUS RTX 7800. While many people will be best served by skipping Wi-Fi 6E to wait for Wi-Fi 7, anyone suffering from congestion problems could benefit from jumping onto the 6 GHz band today. The tri-band ASUS RTX 7800, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, is a reliable and relatively affordable way to do so. This hexagonal router has a 2.5 gigabits per second WAN/LAN port, a second 1 gigabit per second WAN/LAN, and a further 3 gigabit LANs, with link aggregation support. Close range performance was excellent on both the 5 GHz and 6 GHz bands. Mid-range results on the 5 GHz band were good, and long-range performance on the 2.4 GHz band was average. There are options galore in the mobile app and browser interface, including band splitting, prioritization for different activities, guest network, VPN support, and lots more. The RTX 7800 also comes with parental controls and network security without a subscription, so there are no hidden costs. It covered my 1,600 square foot home comfortably, but folks with larger properties may prefer a mesh system, though the AI mesh support means the RTX 7800 can be combined with other ASUS routers to form one.
At number 3.
TP-Link AX 1800. This impressive Wi-Fi 6 router delivers reliable performance at a relatively low price and succeeds our previous pick, the AX20. Despite the demands of 4 people video streaming and gaming, I rarely noticed a difference in everyday performance between this and my top pick, the AX55. My tests revealed some limitations on the range, however, and the download speed when installing a new game was noticeably slower than with the rest of our picks. But for most day-to-day tasks over a week of testing, this router delivered sterling service. It matches the AX55 with 4 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports and 1 WAN, but only has a USB 2.0. The Tether app is straightforward and packed with all the basic options you need, including traffic prioritization, parental controls, and a guest network. There's no home shield or home care support with this router, but most people don't need those extra services. If you don't care about online gaming performance or have tons of smart home devices, and your home is 1,600 square feet or smaller, you likely don't need to spend more than this.
Number 2 of my list.
ASUS RT AX86U. Simple setup, silky performance, and serious speed make this ASUS router a good choice for anyone prepared to spend more for smoother Wi-Fi. It sports an eye-catching red and black design with 3 rotatable antennas. This router had no issues covering my entire home and garden and was one of the top performers in my tests. It delivered consistently fast speeds everywhere and was stable, even with 4 people streaming and gaming simultaneously. There are some handy customization options for gamers and optimizations that ensure low latency. It also has plenty of ports, including a 2.5 Gbps port configurable as WAN or LAN and 2 USB 3.2 ports. The ASUS app is packed with options, making it very easy to tweak router settings, should you need to. It covers everything, from comprehensive parental controls to traffic prioritization and network security. That includes AI Protection Pro, powered by Trend Micro, which monitors your network for malicious activity, no subscription required. This router supports AI Mesh, which means you can add any other AI Mesh ASUS router to create a mesh network and expand connectivity in your home.
And number 1.
TP-Link AX3000. This affordable Wi-Fi 6 router is what I think most people should buy. The slick black finish is attractive, and there are 4 antennas to direct Wi-Fi to every corner. It's worth tweaking and testing different positions. Performance was solid throughout my 2-floor, 1,600 square foot home but dropped off slightly in the back garden. Stability was excellent over weeks of testing, hitting the upper mid-end in my speed and range tests. This router also ticks off all the feature boxes you want: MU-MIMO, beamforming, WPA3. We explain many of these terms in our How to Buy a Router guide. It has 4 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports, a single gigabit WAN port, and a USB 3.0 port on the back, which is enough for most people. I'm a fan of TP-Link's Tether app, Android, iOS, where you can review traffic, split bands, create a guest network, schedule reboots, set automatic updates, and even tell the LED to turn off at night. TP-Link's basic free Home Shield tier offers network scanning, QoS, quality of service, for device prioritization, and basic parental controls, so you can filter and blacklist websites. If you want more perks, like time limits for apps, downtime, and real-time security protection, you'll need to upgrade to Home Shield Pro, $6 per month or $55 for the year.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.